Hello and welcome, guys. It's Leon Street. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the weekly group clients method and the cheat sheet. So if you've been following me for the past week, you'll know that I've been offering a free cheat sheet on how to get clients from your Facebook group on a weekly basis. And what I find quite often with coaches and consultants is that they have Facebook groups because they heard it's a great thing building your audience. And what happens is that the group becomes stagnant and becomes a ghost town. And most of them don't get clients from their group. And what actually happens is they give up on their group, they quit on the group. So in this particular video, I'm going to take you through the cheat sheet that I've been giving away for free this week. And if you want a copy of this cheat sheet that I'm going to take you through as the walkthrough today, it's probably going to be around about 10 minutes. Just comment below this video with the word weekly, and then I'll know what it is that you're after. And me or my team will reach out to you and make sure you've got a copy of the link to get you straight to the PDF, which we will email to you. So you just have to pop in your name and email, and then you'll receive an email within about 5 minutes with the PDF download straight to your inbox. So I'm going to get started with this, and we're going to cover a few things. There are going to be some things that I'm going to skip because they're just not relevant for me to talk you through. But if you download or you request your own copy of this PDF, remember, just comment below this video with the word weekly. You'll get the full PDF and you'll have all the full explanation in there. Just before we get into the walkthrough and explanation of the cheat sheet, do remember our upcoming More Leads Challenge is taking place on the 18th to the 22nd of July. If you want to know how to generate more leads, if you want to know how to get more leads organically, how to attract people from your profile on social media, how to create a no-brainer irresistible offer, so when people do reach out to you, you've got a really good offer to sell to them as a coach or consultant, how to create hand-raising posts, the best kind of posts that get you leads on social media. And finally, how to wrap it all together with a DM script. So when you have warm people reaching out to you who are inquiring about your services, how you can speak to them, qualify them, and get them on a sales call so that you can sell to them with authenticity and integrity. No pushy, sleazy, or spammy tactics. So if you want to be able to understand how to do all of that and be led by me and my wife who run the training, it's a live training, then go to moreleads.live. And once you go there, you'll opt in for more details, and you'll be able to see there's two ticket options. There's a general ticket and there's a VIP ticket. Whichever one is a good fit for you, purchase your ticket as soon as possible, and I'd love to see you on the challenge. Let's jump forward now so I can show you the rest of this walkthrough. Right, so how to use the cheat sheet and how to get clients from your Facebook group on a weekly basis. So the cheat sheet comes with some light explanation, and the key is just to follow through on the activities and the actions that I give you. There's a bit of background here. If you already have a Facebook group, and this does work on LinkedIn, except on LinkedIn, there's a few less features. Facebook groups just have more features. But you know, the main reason why you've got a group is to simply grow your audience, which is why most people set up a group. And a niche audience of people who you can turn to, you know, who want to get your lead magnets, who are interested in your services, is a powerful way to create a leveraged marketing and sales system that you can rely on. That's the key thing. This is, I guess, the reason why most people set up a group. Here's the key. The next thing, once you've got a group, the key is value, 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 meaning that the first goal of your group is simply creating a community where your members become leads or prospects and get value ahead of them being a client. That's the whole point of a group. It's to create like a community where people are getting value from you. They see you as the authority, the expert, you know, and therefore you're the one that they want to turn to. It's that simple. However, most coaches and consultants end up running a group that becomes, as I said earlier, a ghost town or just no activity or engagement. So the problem is there's no structure, and at best, most coaches and consultants are running their groups in like kind of ad hoc fashion when they feel like it, or I didn't really have much engagement last week, so I'm not really going to do much in my group this week. And those are the kind of things that I hear coaches say. This is a big mistake, but I understand how it happens. So the solution is very simple. You need a weekly group structure, a weekly group strategy, and the weekly group clients method is that strategy. And that's what I'm going to take you through now. So these, once I get into the 5 steps, these are the 5 steps that I use on a weekly basis to get clients from my group. I have a group on Facebook, and we have a growing group on LinkedIn. the most activity we get obviously is on Facebook, because we have more people. We've got about 950 members in our group. On LinkedIn, we only started that one up literally about a month ago, so I thought, you know what, let me just test LinkedIn groups, because we're in lots of LinkedIn groups, so I thought, let me test it as well. But for me, the weekly group clients method, once you start to implement this, if you have a Facebook group, if you have a LinkedIn group, as I mentioned, it will work. It's just that on LinkedIn, there's a couple of less features, and these features are actually important, but you can get around it. So I'm going to get into this. And if you got any questions, guys, just remember, drop them in a comment below this video as I get into this. So why weekly clients? As I say here, the reason I call it the weekly group clients method is because the method creates new prospects every week that book in for sales calls of their own accord, because of the structure that we use in this method. So the method is about getting clients from your group. It's that simple. So let me show you that this is what you need, and I'm going to show you exactly why. So the first step in the 5 steps of getting clients from your group on a weekly basis is filling your group. So this is where most people go wrong. There's a big push and a big drive to drive people into a group, and then after a certain amount of time, there's drop off, there's no activities, no consistency. I don't understand how it happens. It's kind of like anything, you know, if you've ever had a gym membership, or you've been a member of some kind of martial arts club, and you've gone for a certain period of time and then you stopped. Maybe you went back and maybe you didn't. And really, that's the kind of, I guess, activity or the cycle that you find with people with groups. The key is just to keep it going, to not have a short-term vision, but to have a long-term vision for what you're doing. And so the best thing really that you can do is to continually fill your group with new members. And there are 2 key steps here. You can do the free option, which is one of the obvious challenges of your group is to grow it. So the easiest way is simply invite your existing friends and connections on Facebook or on LinkedIn, and the ones who match your niche, to join your group. It's free. It just literally takes you time. Like, I have my team doing this on a daily basis, and we probably invite about anything from 10 to 20 people a day. Just organically off my profile, we just invite new connections to the group. Literally, we just click on the invite, get about 10 to 20 people and just invite them. It works. It's so simple, yet so many people skip this. The other option that you have is you can use your organic social media marketing, if you've got lead magnets and so on, and gate them behind the group. Say, hey, I'm giving away a free video on how to generate 5 leads a day. If you'd like to get a copy, simply click on the link to join our group, and you'll find it immediately as one of the pinned posts. That's another great way. Give them a reason, give people a reason to join your group. Another way is paid ads. So run ads to your lead magnets and encourage those leads, the people that you get as leads from your ads, in your follow-up. So it could be your email sequences or your retargeting ads, to join your group and get even more value. These are methods that I use to continually fill my group. And this is something that I would be recommending to you guys right now. Step 1, this is how you get clients from your group. These are the 5 steps, and this is step number 1, fill your group with members. Number 2 is membership questions. This is the one that the feature that you don't have on LinkedIn groups, which is why for me, Facebook groups are really powerful, but you can get around this on LinkedIn. But we're going to stay with Facebook for the moment. So I'm just going to explain how powerful this step is. So when you have a Facebook group, you have the option to ask new members questions before they join. And you use these 3 questions to qualify members from the first step, from the first interaction of joining your group. And I see a lot of people who don't use this, or they use it kind of like not in the best way. So I'm going to give you 3 key steps. Your first question should filter members based on a key qualifier like income, revenue, or something that is important for you, your business, on how you qualify prospects. So for me, what I have is, like, when you join our Facebook group, I have 3 options as it's a multi-choice option, but you can only choose one option, which is you're either a startup coach, an established coach, or a scaling coach, meaning you're either under 15K, you're between 15 to 50,000 a month, or you're over 50,000 a month looking to grow. Yeah. And so that's one of the qualifiers that I have in the first question when people join my Facebook group. The second one that I have is it should gather information on why they're joining your group or their email address. Yeah. And we'll go with the first one. If you're gathering information, it's usually what's your number 1 challenge with, and whatever your coaching services are about or your consulting services are about. That's what the question should be. When people join my group, If I remember rightly, the question I ask is, what's your number one challenge with your marketing right now? And the whole point is that I now understand a key qualifying question with regards to revenue, what the person's business is generating per month. I know what their key problem is that they're joining me for. And so for me, I'm starting to have a better understanding of my members. And if you're not going to ask a question about what's your number one challenge with X, Y, or Z with regards to the services that you offer, simply ask them for their email address in exchange for a lead magnet, perhaps some type of value that you can offer them. Say, hey, pop in your email address below to get our best training or best webinar, replay webinar on, or best guide on. You know, if you're a life coach, it could be like, you know, your happy guide or whatever lead magnet you've got. Give them a reason to exchange an email address. I don't tend to ask for email address. You know, there's a lot of people who say that you should, and there's other people that say you shouldn't. For me, the best thing is that you get people into your group as fast as possible and qualify them through your message and your content. The third question should get an indication if they would like to have help from you now. This is the biggest one that I see a lot of people miss from their group. So you should have some type of question that says, hey, we offer blah, 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 blah. If you'd like to get access to that, simply comment below, or simply choose yes below, something like that. I have the question I use is if people would like a free growth strategy plan, and basically we give people the opportunity to book in for a 15-minute call, and that's what the growth strategy plan is. And I give them specific ideas on one key area that they want to look at and focus on, and that's it. But from those three questions, you can see actually I've qualified based on something important to me in my business. I understand more about the problem that they have, so I can actually offer them more value in training once they're in the group, because I know exactly what they've come for. And the third question gives me an indication if somebody is interested in help right now. Now, if you want to get clients from your Facebook group, you will use these three questions in exactly the way that I've just shared with you. If you're not doing that already, just get to it right now. If you already use the questions, but you ask slightly different questions, just make sure they fit the steps that I've just spoken you or just taken you through here. So that's step 2. So step 3, remember, these are the 5 steps that I'm giving away in this cheat sheet. This is a PDF. If you want a copy of this and you don't have a copy of this already, we've been giving this away this week in our group and me across social media. Comment below this video wherever you've seen it right now with the word weekly. If you comment with the word weekly, I'll know you want this free PDF, and me and my team will send you a link where you can get the full PDF of what I'm talking about here. Because there's a couple of links and a couple of things that you need to click on in the PDF that give you more information that I'm not going to take you through in this short walkthrough video. So step 3, the welcome post. So your group should have a pinned welcome post to inform and direct new members to resources you have to begin the next stage of giving value. I see, again, a lot of people don't have this. They don't have a welcome post. The best thing you can do with your welcome post is literally to pin it to your featured post in your group. And you should be pointing people to your top resources, you know, whether it's a past training, a guide, a lead magnet, something that gives more value, helps the people joining your group with exactly the kind of problems that they usually come to you for, meaning that all the different frustrations with what you can eventually help them with when they buy your coaching program or course or whatever it is that you're selling as a coach or consultant. There is an example in the cheat sheet. If you want to see the kind of welcome post that I have, if you request the cheat sheet, as I said, you can get it for free. Just comment below this video with the word weekly, and I'll make sure you get the PDF. So then you can click on these links and you can check out what I'm talking about in full detail. So we're going to move on to step 4. Step 4, this is a biggie, and I wasn't using this at first, and I learned it from my coach. It's a real powerful one, the tagged post. So next, your group should have a pinned tagged post to inform and direct those members who requested help from your 3rd membership question. Remember, the one that asks people if they're looking for help now. This will allow you to start the next stage of qualifying leads into becoming prospects and eventually clients. Here's an example. So the key that I'm talking about here, and if you click on this example when you've got the PDF, you'll see what I'm talking about as a tagged post. It basically means where you give instructions to the people who said, yes, I would like some help right now, or I'd like to book in for a strategy call. And it simply details the steps of what they can expect and what the next steps are for them to get booked in. It's a really powerful way to get you prospects, and we get prospects from this every week, meaning people book into my calendar. And the cool thing from this is once people are booked in, that gives me the opportunity to do sales calls and convert those prospects into clients. So that is step 4. Step 5 is weekly group content. Now, this is probably the biggest challenge of any group owner. What content do I create? I can't think of new ideas, or creating content's a real pain in the ass and it takes too much time, too much energy. This is a biggie that I come across quite a lot. I'm just checking a couple of questions just in case StreamYard didn't register me right the first time. Hi, check back later in for a replay. I'm late now. Okay, John Denley, cheers. I'll follow up with you, John, so you can get a copy of the PDF. Highly unstable. I'll check back later and watch the replay. Another person and somebody on LinkedIn with the keyword weekly because you want a copy of the PDF. Let me continue with step 5 because this one's a real biggie. Weekly group content. As I mentioned, it's the bane of most coaches' marketing, which is to create content, which actually content's the very thing that gets you people interested, right? It's how you create awareness, how you create interest. And if you do it right, you'll get people who will desire what you want and then take action. So let me take you through my solution. This is the 5th and final step on how to get clients weekly from your Facebook group. So one of the biggest challenges a group owners face is to create meaningful content from their group all year round, Monday to Friday. You can create Saturday and Sunday content if you wish. I tend to focus on business to business, and a lot of the content we publish is from Monday to Friday. But like I said, you can publish content literally 7 days a week. It really doesn't matter. I do on occasion publish content on a Saturday and Sunday. However, most of the time on my weekend is for me and my kids. This is often the reason why most groups fail. Second to not fill in the group. So I'm going to say that again. The reason why most groups fail is creating content, engaging content, content that gets prospects. Second to the fact that most people, most coaches and consultants forget to keep adding people to their group, growing the audience. Like, these are so big yet simple activities. If creating weekly content is a challenge for you, I've got it solved, and I've solved it for me. I solved it for my clients, and you can get access to a solution for free, which I'm going to show you, which is on the next page. When you have a copy of this cheat sheet, there's a link that you can click on, and I'm just going to talk you through what this is. So I have another lead magnet, which is a worksheet, and I call it the 6-week content rhythm method. And so what I show you is how to create, just doing the maths right now, 30 pieces of content that can serve your community and can help you with your content marketing strategy all year round. And so I call it a 6-week content rhythm, mainly because it's how my clients use this method to attract customers all year long using only 6 weeks of social media content. And when you add up all the pieces, like literally 30 pieces of content. And so if you would like to get access to this, there is a link in this particular PDF. So if you want this cheat sheet that I'm talking you through and you want to get a link to the 6-week content rhythm, just comment weekly below this video. I'll reach out to you after this video, or me or my team, and we'll make sure that we send you a link in your DM so you can get access to that and download it straight away. But I'm just going to touch on this. If you use the 6-week content rhythm and you follow the walkthrough video as well, you're going to find a brand new way on how to create content that you just publish weekly into your group. And creating content for your group will not be a problem anymore, trust me. And you'll get to the point where literally you can just hand over and delegate it to your social media manager, because you'll know that the content is relevant, it's on fire, and it's going to be the kind of content that will get you leads. It's the stuff that we use in my own group. So those are the 5 easy steps on how to get clients from your Facebook group on a weekly basis. And you can replicate parts of this in LinkedIn groups. The only challenge is you won't have the membership questions, which that's really powerful in terms of qualifying people coming into your group. So in summary, what we've just gone through in the cheat sheet: Step 1, fill your group. Step 2, membership questions, which is only on Facebook groups. Step 3, there should be a welcome post. Step 4, there should be a tagged post. And step 5, weekly group content. And remember, you can also get a copy of my worksheet, the 6-week content rhythm, that will show you how to create weekly content for a 6-week period that you can use literally all year round. So next steps, if you'd like to get help filling your group and converting members into clients each week, and you think, you know what, I'd prefer a bit more hands-on guidance and help from you, Leon, then I understand. Like most of my clients, they're very intelligent, they're very capable coaches and consultants, but they also recognize the value of having my direct support and understanding that I can give them. So if that's you and you like a bit more support, or at least very much just to find out a bit more, simply comment below this video with the word reverse and click. And you can also click on the button below if you're watching this on the page, because what I'm going to do is take this video and put it on the page where you can also download this cheat sheet. So just comment below with the word reverse. I'll know what it is that you're after, and there's a reason why I've got this particular word. And that's it, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Remember, if you want to get weekly clients from your Facebook group, do yourself a favor, comment below this video right now with the words weekly, and I'll send you the link for you to get this cheat sheet that I've just literally taken you through today. If you have any further questions about growing your coaching business or your consulting business online, then comment below. I'll come back and I'll also answer your questions. Until the next time, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'm Leon Street. Bye-bye.